I'm Rob.
I'm Wob, and welcome to CarTalk.
All right, guys, so we are on episode 4, the East Coast finale. So this is the one where Tanner gets to take it around in time attack laps, and we might see some fun carnage. Who knows?
Boy, does he put them through their paces. This is when the cars are going to get put to their maximum limits, and we're really going to find out which cars are sorted or not.
And if it's anything like how Tanner drove on the West Coast, I'm excited to see how he treats the cars on the East Coast.
We're going to see some success, some failures, and buckle up because it's going to be a fun one.
All right, guys, let's do it.
Up next on Sorted. I hope that thing goes 10 laps.
Stay tuned, too, because Stormtrooper WRX is going to make a debut next week on episode 5.
Yep.
We're so excited.
Man, I think Rob said Tuesday, but
yeah, we'll see.
He's a perfectionist, so he might have to take a couple extra days to make sure it's up to his standards.
Okay, here's where we stand halfway through, but the lion's share of the points are going to decide the victor.
And the 911 is kicking ass.
Yeah. Now we turn up the heat to see how well they can lap a track and ultimately for how long. The goal is 10 laps, with the first lap being a time attack lap from a hard start in the pits. The watch stops when they cross the start-finish line.
I'm hoping we get some cars sideways. That was a badass drift.
I remember when Tanner did that drift, and we were all sitting there like, whoa!
We're going to have a pretty crazy Subaru drift coming up next episode. Maybe not next episode, but we'll see.
Episode 8, probably.
We're going to have some teasers at the end of the episode, too. They're going to show West Coast teasers.
Might inspire you at home to get started on your next project.
As always, guys, going all the Tempest.
A running car or a heavily modified
Let me know if you have a project car, too, that you want us to review.
Yep, we're doing that. Check out our other video we just did with Alexander Vargas and his Hawkeye.
Now it's time to do the time attack laps. We're going to get Tanner into the ZR1, and we're going to set up.
Starting off with Tanner right off the bat. All right.
Just jumping right into the action.
That thing is fast. Laid down black lines on the whole start.
As you can tell, we're filming in the daytime today. We have coffee instead of beer.
Yeah, it's a morning shoot.
Yep.
So concentrated.
The time attack lap is standing start in the pits, and his flying lap right here when he crosses the start-finish line will be the time.
I think it's quick.
It's loud for a stock car.
Uneventful, though.
I mean, DCTs are fast, but yeah, I guess you could say they kind of feel uneventful.
Well, it's funny. Tanner was talking about all the stick shift cars. He's like, I don't know how to use this because he's so used to sequentials and paddle shifts. He's like, how does clutch work?
Just for context, that is such a slow turn there. It almost looks like you come to a stop from screaming down the straightaway.
He's flying.
All right.
It's a good lap. Up until recently, that was the loudest production car you could buy.
127.51.
That's sick.
Wow,
127. So this track is actually a lot shorter than the West Coast track. Our track times for most of the cars were around 2-ish minutes.
I think we've set very
Truck
high
Wall is a
these
bigger
lines.
track and more curves.
A little bit more speed too.
I was looking at the Google Maps on this, and it's got 2 just long straights. One of them on the back is just really long, going into that light bulb.
A little bit of bouncing on the rev limiter. They're not lying when they say that is the red line. But, you know, the ZR1's a monster. 2 laps, no problem. No brake fade.
No brake fade, huh?
I mean, stock
car,
car,
so carbon brakes.
Yeah, it's a ZR1.
A ton of steering feel, but that's going to be a hard beat.
This thing's a beast. This thing was like, I had little hopes for the car. I didn't know what it was all about. Now that I've seen it drive, it's insane. It sounds like a freaking exotic. It drives like an exotic.
It's 5 cylinders. They sound crazy.
That thing's a beast.
Jesus Christ, this thing launches.
All-wheel drive launches, baby.
Yeah. All right, I gotta be a little gentle.
That thing's
on
just
the brakes.
banging, popping out the exhaust left and right. Damn. The power seems like it's kind of all or nothing.
This doesn't hold you in for track use.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
that's
it's
interesting.
so fast. I don't know if I'm gonna get 2 laps.
He's
out of
either
the race.
all completely on the gas or completely off.
Oh my God! Woo!
I'm curious if you can get like an A3 or an S3 on the level of like what this RS3 is, because those are a pretty good price range for that car.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure he has like a decent amount
most
of
of
money
the stuff
into
in
this,
that
but
thing is probably not RS3 anymore. It's just mostly
Probably.
custom at this point.
I would
anyway,
seriously
so.
think about buying an A3 or S3 and just making it insane like this.
Yeah.
This is a sick car for the girlfriend.
But she wants a wagon.
Yeah, they only have those in Europe, right?
Yeah.
The S3 wagons.
They have the S3 wagon here. I know RS3
RS3
wagon.
wagon.
Partial throttle drivability is not that great. This one, unfortunately, 60-70%, which is what you want sometimes, it really flutters. I mean, there's
So it happens when you have a big ass turbo.
really difficult for on track. You basically have to get through the corner and then just mat it.
That's probably why the R8 and stuff went twin turbo. If this thing was twin turbo, it'd probably be a little bit more manageable in the power bands.
Was the R8 offset size on the turbos, or?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I would like to know. I should ask Michael.
Yeah.
I'm sure each turbo's tuned for a different
Yeah.
RPM
I'm
range.
curious. We didn't ask him about that. All I know is it was fast.
I only know single turbos. I don't know twin turbos.
I mean, these brakes are getting cooked.
Yeah.
RS3s are fairly heavy for a small car.
Alright, really having to take care of the car now.
On the West, pretty much every car had brake fade
shit hot
after
here.
a couple laps. The braking was an
heat
issue.
was
It was so.
I don't know how race cars do it. I mean, I guess they just have crazy expensive brakes.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes down to the rotor and the pads, not even the caliper at that point, right? I guess the caliper
Yeah, I mean,
sheds some of the heat.
caliper is important because you're able to have more of a size of a brake pad, so you're able to disperse the
More
heat through
surface
more
area to
surface
disperse the
area.
heating. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the last lap for the Audi.
I mean, they're not even cooking. They're not even red.
128
Fire.
same
Insane.
thing, like within a tenth of a second.
No, he's done.
Oh, yeah, it went straight through.
When he goes through the straight through, that's the signal
Oh,
that he's done.
was that 2 laps?
Let it cool down. It's getting really hot.
Ooh, getting warm.
Getting roasty toasty.
Was he meaning the brakes, or was he talking about the actual car? I'm curious.
Hotter than
Usually when he
I'm
says it's getting
comfortable
hot, it's usually the water temp.
with. It
Oh,
cooled
yeah.
straight
But it could be the
down,
brakes
so I
too.
don't think
Yeah.
we've
Probably both, honestly.
done any head gasket.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, water temp.
Brakes
Water
went
temps,
away, but I kind of just
As soon as you said
lengthened
head
the braking
gasket.
zones,
Cool down lap.
and they sort of stayed the same. So could it have done more laps? Probably, but the temperature was escalating
Yeah. On my car,
continuously with
the
no,
brakes faded
leveling in
before the
sight.
water temps.
So I
The
think
bra-
that
I mean, they
was
weren't
kinda
going bad. They were just
catastrophic
noticeably
Brakes
squishier.
were making some real strange noises in the back. They've started to build pressure up again now, but and the temperature
Better
back
fluid,
to
maybe, might fix that
226.
problem.
I have race.
I mean,
I have race
I
fluid
think
in
my
my
cutoff
I
with the
remember.
owner was
It's just stock
250, it
Brembos
was-
though.
it did
I mean, it's
252,
like stock
and the
STI
temperature was
4-pot
not slowing down.
Brembos.
On its way
Better
to-
pad might have been able to improve it.
oil tap.
Yeah, after driving Alex's car in our previous video, his pads were nice. They're stop techs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think I was renting
Were the
Hawks.
second two laps, were they
Yeah,
getting
pads.
slower?
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
one?
and
I went
backup-
cheap ceramic.
The backup pads we had were from stock
Oh,
STI.
yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
We got from
Oh, yeah,
Lupe and
Brembo.
Capital Subaru.
Yeah, so the standing starts, so the lap is faster.
We were scrambling to get pads. We had 24 hours notice
Yeah.
on the road trip down to Palm Springs.
Yeah, that was a funny
We were
story.
like looking up shops on the car drive down.
That
One of my old friends,
it
he's
just
a
was missing.
parts manager at
The
Capital
one thing that it
Subaru and was
didn't
able
have was
to get us
partial
pads
throttle tuning.
right away.
Like it was a dyno
awesome.
tuned
Speed dial.
car,
Yeah.
full throttle, crisp as could be. And if I
Good
ever got
buddy.
in trouble with the engine popping or spitting, full throttle, and it just cleaned right up and was perfect.
Yeah, so it's
All right.
tuned. It's like you can tell it's a dyno tuned car.
There we go.
Oh,
It's
also,
a straight line tuned car.
Also, with Lupe, forgot to mention that we're going to possibly have his little STI swap Forester on here.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Full STI swap Forester review.
So when I
Had to do
noticed
that.
this thing before, it's got an open diff, which kind of prevents
probably
you
would have
from
done well
getting
in this
in a lot
show
of trouble.
for the
The
drivability
brakes are
portion.
hard, but they don't change.
Straight
And
up
maybe
grocery
it'll do 10
getter.
laps.
Is this the Beamer?
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing's a full track build.
This guy says he does full track day, 30-minute track day
Are we
sessions
good
down
to
here.
send this off the line?
Will this one go the
Does it have
distance? That's
keys?
the question.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
it's got a
Yeah,
key.
should.
Yeah, there's
Because
a
it's
key.
what, 10 laps?
It is a BMW though. They like cold weather.
Yeah. Germans' cars in general.
No.
Yeah, my car hates the cold. It thrives in the heat.
Okay, I'm ready.
He does time attack.
I drove my
in
car
Florida,
yesterday and like it did not want to drive well until the car heated up for like 30 minutes. He's from Florida.
though. He does time attack. It might go the distance. Yeah.
He'll probably race to that track. He's pretty sick. Looks like it's pretty nimble.
Yeah.
He's already driving it harder than the Audi. You can see he's already counter steering, kicking the back out.
It's just a short wheelbase.
This doesn't seem that fast. I mean, it's fast, but it doesn't seem that fast. Do you remember how much horsepower they said this one had?
I do not.
More
It's
than-
doing
more than
150,
Subaru.
160, so down the straight.
It looks like a well-built car.
Probably thinking the 700-800 range. Also, we don't know how light it is with.
It's 131.44, so it's about 4 or 5 seconds slower than the other cars so far.
Yeah, but listen,
I hear the tires screeching.
and modify it.
We heard that a lot when we were filming too.
And I
That
guarantee
car's like
I'll have
$11,000.
Now it is, yeah. Depends on when he bought it. He probably bought it
going
new.
into that.
I think
120, no fucking way.
No
Talk to him.
fucking way.
He's
Jinx.
like, this is his biggest his regret was starting with a 135.
120.
He's changed everything. It's like my Corvette's got 200.
You can go through like 3 motor
$3
builds and still not hit $120,000.
Corvette.
Yeah. Unless you got it all done at the dealership, then maybe 120.
labor's always the most expensive.
He's driving.
128.68.
He's driving like he's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
It's not a bad job.
Eating it up.
Now this is the BMW 135. Pretty fun to drive, I gotta say. I think I found the limit of the brakes. I can't tell if it
It's like a
has.
solid track car.
It's got a pretty bad differential.
Streetability probably not the greatest with how loud
It
it
probably
is.
has an open diff.
It gets the job done, that's for
Unless he
sure.
put
Was
a,
this the one that had the window?
Yeah, the one when the window was going crazy.
50 feet earlier this lap.
True BMW to its heritage. Always window problems.
Little bit of heat. The end of that straightaway, almost pushing it wide there.
He came out of that corner a little
Yep,
jet.
he's now, we're getting slower. No, we're just getting slower.
The brakes are
It's
still kinda
understandable.
going
The
away.
brakes are getting hot. The car's
Looks like
getting
it's the
hot.
rear brakes.
Probably having to extend the braking zone. It probably doesn't have upgraded brakes on it. It probably has the stock brakes.
How many laps we've done?
Or just rotors.
the fact
Just
that he
slotted
times
rotors.
attacks it though, you
He's on
never
his
know.
6th lap.
Oh, it's still going.
Solid contender. All right. Curious what tires it's running to. If it's actually running like a track tire or not. Because that makes a big difference. Everybody on the
think
West
they're-
Coast had track tires.
If I remember correctly, they said no track tires. It had to be a street tire.
I meant streetable track tire. Like
Yeah.
a Toyo R888 or like an Advan.
Yeah,
or
everyone was running R888s out here. So. It did do the distance. Holy
10
crap.
laps.
Wow.
That was
A
10.
BMW that didn't break.
Tap is
Holy crap.
okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
It was good. I mean, it was 260, 255 tops. Yeah, felt like it could have done that till the tank was empty. I know this steering wheel
Awesome.
comes out, but
This is a long video, so we might do 2 parts. So this is part
Yeah.
1.
That had to be yesterday.
We'll do the first couple cars and then we'll make a part 2, so it's not like a absurdly long YouTube video.
Viper time.
Oh baby. This car is exciting.
It's a beast, but it puts the power down pretty well. It makes great grip in the corners, as I found just making my way over to that straightaway. And if the numbers don't lie, it did like almost 180 miles an hour just on that little straightaway.
Jesus.
Once I'm actually at
So just to
speed
put that
on
in
the track,
perspective,
it could
180
be
miles per
faster
hour,
than that. So
if
it's
you're at the
gonna
drag strip or a quarter mile, anything above 150, they require you to have a parachute.
maybe it's a race car.
So if he's going 180
Yeah.
down the straight, my
This
god.
thing doesn't even have a cage in it, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't have a cage. Yeah, that's sketchy. Yeah, they require you to have a cage and a chute at 150 and a quarter.
True.
From Georgia?
I guess so, yeah. Car was built in Texas, though, because that's where Calvin's based out of.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I hope that thing
Might be
goes 10
similar
laps.
situation with Michael bringing the
Yeah.
R8
could
out
be.
because it was a customer car.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a customer car or if it's actually a shop car. Sounds like a fighter jet.
At the same point though, which is it's very good.
Going 190 miles an hour.
Yeah, the only other car that's this insane, I think, is the Supra.
Bro, that thing accelerates
See
like
the
a
front end
Daytona
just
motor.
lifting.
Fire coming out of the front.
Totally.
Oh my god.
All right, what do you think on the
What was it?
126.97? So our fast lap so
3
far.
seconds.
Wow.
Beat it.
faster than the
Fastest.
Audi.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 seconds faster than the ZR1.
01 was
127. She
Yeah.
said.
Full
So well, yeah,
second.
no, it was
Yeah.
about the same as
2
the ZR1.
seconds, that's
standing
tight.
start.
Okay.
Which is why it just shows you how amazing the ZR1 is, because that car has 1,300 horsepower, and you just listen to that thing rip. The ZR1's got a corner harder.
You have to be very decisive, it looks like, when you get on the gas.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, alright, I'm pointing
That's
the
the
right
other
way.
thing
Alright.
too, is like
Rocket ship.
I feel like Tanner's able to push the ZR1 through the corners and come out a lot harder because he's not as worried about
Well,
traction.
he's not worried about losing the traction
Yeah.
when he gets on the gas. So, once he hits that apex, he maybe waits a little bit before he can fully get on the gas.
Yeah.
Whereas the ZR1, once he hits that apex, he can, start rolling on the throttle.
Oh, he needs a cool down.
Oh, what? It's
what
already
happened?
overheating? Oh no.
Something doesn't
Oh
sound
no.
good.
Oh no.
Something doesn't sound good.
Limp mode. Uh-oh. See, this is why I don't know if I can get a newer car. Oh, what?
Look at the windshield. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Now he's got stuff on the
Low
windshield.
oil pressure.
Windshield's usually cool.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Who knows though, because hood opens that direction, so everything can shoot out.
Oh no, it's oil.
It's oil.
That's
Yep.
not good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh
Where'd
no.
the owner go?
No,
Cut the engine
Viper
and we just let
down.
it run at idle, basically.
That's not good. Shit, I want to go check out their Instagram to see if it's actually down, or if it.
It overpressurized, so it's spewed out.
Yeah, they can post
I
now.
really thought this would last longer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
it
post up
lasted
the Calvo
longer just for
Motorsport
the-
Instagram.
for the
It was
time
right
fast.
here,
stuff.
so you guys can see what actually happened to it, the aftermath.
All right.
If they haven't,
Yeah.
who knows?
But it was not even like I mean, for having twice the horsepower of that car, and it went about the same time.
Winning's winning.
That's impressive.
Horsepower
Twice the
for
horsepower,
show.
virtually almost the same lap time. Yeah.
Guys, it doesn't matter
Seriously,
if
though.
you're looking for
Horsepower for
Dodge
show,
Viper
brakes for dough.
ACR,
Yeah.
S2000, or a boring ass minivan. Autotempest.com is where you're going to save money. Why?
Yeah,
Because it
I mean, if you guys want
saves
faster
money.
lap times at the track, especially with
Gets
like
all
a
the
garage
major
built car,
harvesting sites
yeah,
and
the two
puts them all
things that you can
together
do
into one
to get the
place.
fastest
All
lap
the
times are
cars.
tires and
One
brakes.
center.
That's it. You don't need more power.
What's up next? Oh, the S2K.
A little bumblebee here. This thing should do
If
really
you
well.
want to turn it down, but give it all it's got.
Oh, it's on 11 now?
It's on 11 right now. It's got safeties, so like if it gives you like a
This
limp
is the
mode
car
feeling,
that this
and
show
it's,
is about.
like a cooling tamper or whatever.
Alright, these are awesome.
Other than that, it should
Wish
be
we
good.
had more cars like this on the
Seatbelt.
show.
Oh, that's right. One of these guys.
Achievable
Yeah.
cars. Achievable, quote unquote. Nobody's gonna be buying an ACR Viper and putting 2,000 horsepower in it.
There's a couple achievable cars on here. Definitely.
Oh yeah, some of them for sure.
The S2000, the BMW,
My car,
your car, the IS.
IS for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that
High RPM revs,
Yeah.
9K or redline. Just to put that in perspective, that's 1,000 RPM over my redline,
Yeah.
and it's a 1,500 RPM over my stock redline.
Things boogieing.
Quick little sucker.
Although the time is not lining up to boogieing yet. Let's see what we.
You probably would have done better on our track. Our track was a little bit more technical, I think,
Yeah.
than this one.
This track very much suits the ZR1, the Viper, the more top speed vehicles.
I mean, this thing's a cornering monster.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Sounds like a fuel cut, maybe?
What lap is this?
No. Or a boost leak. Mine did that when I would have fuel pressure problems.
Uh-oh. That sucks.
Could be just cooling it down. Doesn't sound... No,
that doesn't sound right.
He's trying to figure it out.
Something doesn't sound right. Yeah.
I don't see any high temperatures, but it's completely cutting out on boost.
Dylan, turn the boost down and see if it helps.
Yeah. Yeah, turn the boost down.
Owner says turn the boost knob down a little bit and keep going.
It's kind of what my car sounds like if I'm low on fuel and I take too many G-forces around a turn and all the fuel sloshes to one side of the tank.
And that's where you use some.
And that's why I need to put a sump in. Maybe I'll do a video on sump install.
I said I don't want to clean up a whole track.
Well, the sump
$25 a bag,
gonna be done.
referring to the kitty litter.
More recently, it's going to be
It's
the Mustang.
rice.
'cause
It's ground
easy
up
to
rice.
do.
Oh, really? And
It's
it
an
just
easy
blows
weld
right
in
away.
some.
It's really nice.
And I'm going to have
Welded?
to
I don't know how to weld.
We have friends.
That's unfortunate, man. This
Yeah.
is the car I was rooting for.
It sounds
There's a lot of
like
carnage so far.
Kinda sad.
2000s laps.
I mean, it's cutting every time I go on boost. I don't know if there's any reason to keep going.
If you turn the boost all the way
so
down and it
sad.
keeps doing it, shut it down.
Okay, come in here.
Let's see what the owner has to
Yeah, you
say.
guys keep going through breakup. You're good.
Keep going.
I mean, it's just basically I'm just driving around the streets.
What do you think would cause that?
It's got,
Other
you
than
know,
fuel?
it won't make any boost.
Boost leak.
Not even
Yes.
wastegate?
I'm on 0. I'm on wastegate boost. I've been on 0 the whole time.
So I don't think that thing would have like a limp mode.
Yeah, cool down lap. If you're not
Who
making
knows?
any boost, you can just cool it down and bring it in.
Dang it.
Shit, 2 down? Viper
I
down,
really wish this
S2000
one
down.
would've survived, you know. It's
The
just-
Audi was just getting hot. It wasn't down.
Audi's
It's
fine.
just not
Yeah.
easy.
Audi didn't break.
It was just too
I mean,
hot.
shit.
Make
They were
these
preventing
Any
it
day
cars
at the track, you can get on
with
too
this
hot and
kind
just
of
cool it down.
pressure and everything of a racetrack. It's just so different than the street or the dyno.
Dropping left
Man,
and
I really
right.
love these
Yeah.
S2000s. They've got such spirit. These little lightweight go-karts.
The one we
Tragedy.
really hope doesn't
Turbocharging
drop
them,
is
and
the
they added
IS,
so much
because if I
power.
remember correctly, he has to drive that thing all the way
This
back
one
to
is just
Buffalo.
not gonna
Oh
make
yeah, there's no
that
trailer
Yeah.
for that bad boy.
Yeah, he didn't trailer
to
it.
make the distance. I'll be honest, I really was pulling for this one because I love these S2000s. They like have so much spirit and it's like punching above its weight,
Yeah.
you know, in all
Totally.
these
It's
freaking
a total
Goliath
underdog.
machines out here. And it's so fun around the turns because it's so lightweight. It's like 500 pounds less than everything.
Punching above their weight. That
So
sounds a little
I'm
familiar.
bummed, but you know how difficult it really
Subi
is to make this
story
kind
for
of
sure.
power.
Alright. Well, we're running out of time here, but holy crap, we're gonna get to what? The Mustang,
Yeah.
the Porsche,
Mustang, Porsche,
and the
The
Porsche. Yeah.
the
The Supra. Oh,
Supra.
the Supra on the track with drag radials.
Yeah,
that should
Mustang,
be interesting.
Porsche,
So,
Supra.
we're gonna make a part 2. I can't believe that 2 already dropped out.
Yeah,
Of
that's
8. 2 to
crazy.
8 dropped out. So, man, to have 3 more cars, we'll see how it goes. We'll catch you in the second video.
Sounds good, guys.
Peace.